what was the first moment you realized you had to disconnect from yourself emotionally?
For me, it was a moment when everything in my life looked fine, but inside I felt numb. I was just moving through routines, responding to everyone else's needs and ignoring my own. I remember realizing I couldn't identify what I was feeling, only what I needed to get done. That was the moment I knew I had abandoned myself emotionally and that something needed to change.
All right. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Black Impact Podcast. I am Tiffany, your host, and I have a lovely guest here with me by the name of Tenisha. Hi, Tenisha. Thank you so much for coming on today. How are you
I
doing?
am good. I'm so excited to be here today.
Great. I'm so excited to have you. So, guys, the Black Impact Podcast is a space where we heal, inspire, and empower you to be your authentic self. We also talk about uncomfortable conversations that people don't want to talk about. We are a mental health advocate who just want to help people get out of their comfort zone and open up and share difficult moments that they have been through and give you a safe space to express yourself. Tanisha, um, everybody, I would like Tanisha to express to you guys of what she does and what type of field you are in and everything.
Okay, sure. I am a licensed master social worker. I am the founder of Safe Space Behavioral Health. I am I support individuals in reconnecting with themselves, regulating their nervous system and stepping out of survival mode. I'm also a mother and a speaker. A part of my story includes rebuilding yourself, learning to choose peace over patterns. I'm also becoming a mat Pilates instructor, bringing mind body healing into the spaces that I create. I am so grateful to be here and to share my story. And I hope it reminds
Yes.
someone listening that starting over is not a setback, it's a return to yourself.
Yes. So we're going to get into a lot of that today. So we have a lot of questions and a lot of things that we have to cover today. So let's get into it, guys. Before we start, I just want to make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe to the Black Impact Podcast. And also, we're going to have details in regards to my guest platform. Make sure you follow my guests, like, follow, subscribe, everything. If you feel like this episode resonates with you or someone else, please share, comment, let me know how we're doing, because we're here to support you guys. We want to make sure that we are giving you exactly what you need as a Black Impact Podcast for advocate for mental health. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay. So you mentioned that you were a mother. Congratulations to being a mother. I'm not a mother. Well, I'm a dog mom.
Okay, your mom.
Yeah, yeah. So, by you being a mental health advocate, I want to know, what was the first moment you realized you had to disconnect from yourself emotionally?
For me, it was a moment when everything in my life looked fine, but inside I felt numb. I was just moving through routines, responding to everyone else's needs and ignoring my own. I remember realizing I couldn't identify what I was feeling, only what I needed to get done. That was the moment I knew I had abandoned myself emotionally and that something needed to change.
I can agree with that. A lot of times we are so focused on being this for everyone but ourselves.
Yes.
So I I have, this is exactly why I created this platform, for people, but also it's also for my mental health as well. It's helping me get out of my safe space and connect with other people, starting a community with other ones. And also, we all go through the same thing. So you never know what you're going through. Somebody else may be going through the same exact thing. So yeah, I commend you on that for sure.
Yes.
So how do you recognize when your nervous system is deregulating today?
I notice
How do you notice
I
that?
notice it quickly now. My chest get tight, my thoughts
Yes.
start racing. And I
Mhm.
jump right into problem solving mode instead of being present in the
Right.
moment. I become more
Right.
irritated, right? Overwhelmed, overstimulated. My body tells
Mhm.
me before my mind catch up. When that
Yeah.
happens, I pause. I take a nice
Mhm.
deep breath and I ground myself before responding.
Now, what did you used to do before you figured all this stuff
Mhm.
out? Because I have done the same exact thing. I feel like we're all like, not all of us, but the majority of us are getting there on our journey of finding out what our bodies are doing, how to process our emotions and move forward. What did you used to do before you noticed these symptoms?
I go ghost.
I don't want
I disappear.
to you go
I go
ghost,
ghost. I
disappear.
disappear. I really, that used to be my go-to when
Hmm.
everything was just so quickly just moving and moving,
Yeah.
and I have yet to process that. So I was a
Mhm.
runner. Oh my goodness. I
Oh, you was
I
a
was a
runner.
runner. I ran from my problems. Like I was gone. I get out of there, and I've learned
Hmm.
to face them and to know like this isn't normal, or this is not the woman I
Right.
want to become, or this is not the woman that I
Right.
am today. And I had to look
Right.
in the mirror and address, because
Right.
sometimes you could be the problem. So addressing yourself
Yeah.
and looking in the mirror.
Right. So I wasn't a runner. I was an impulsive person.
Okay.
So I would snap. But like it will be built up though. It wouldn't be like immediately snap. It will be like it will be a buildup of a number of things that have happened and then I will snap. But I have learned to control. Well, I'm also still in the process of working on my impulse.
Okay.
So it would, work through on that. So yeah, I can understand about that. And sometimes I would shut down too. I wouldn't go ghost, but I would just shut down. Like if I didn't want to have the conversation or I felt like in my head it wasn't needed, then I wouldn't discuss it.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I have learned that I have learned to talk about certain things and just learn how to communicate in a different way instead of it being so hostile, taking a moment to process what you're talking about, because some people, when things happen, they want to talk about it right there, and sometimes you need to communicate if you're that person to talk about something right then and there, or if you need a second to process what is actually going on so you can come back and have um a conversation that is not chaotic, right?
Yes.
Good, right, right. So, what beliefs about yourself did you have to let go in order to heal?
I had to let go of the belief that I had to carry everything alone. I grew up being strong, being a fixer, the reliable one. I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest of four. I am
Oh,
the first
wow.
grandchild, the first niece, and
Yes. That's a lot of pressure.
that is, you set the bar. And
Yes.
healing required me to release that narrative and admit to myself that I deserved help, softness, and support.
Mhm.
Letting go of this
Mhm.
belief opened the door to real emotional intimacy with myself and others,
Mhm.
because I learned how to set those boundaries and say, hey, it's okay to be strong and have emotions. I am human. It is okay. Like, I could validate myself in that moment and be vulnerable and say,
Mhm.
you don't have to know everything. Who
Yeah.
put this pressure on you other than yourself?
Exactly.
It's an subconscious pressure that you put on yourself. You're not in a race with anyone else, but you put that in your mind that you have to be a certain place
Right.
at a certain time, and you have to have it all together, and I have to come fix your problems, and I have to be strong.
Yeah.
No, I could say, hey, you have to figure this one out by yourself.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but it also comes back to your childhood too,
Yes.
because you were that firstborn, you know what I'm saying? You felt like you had to carry every single thing on your own. So you didn't have that space to be able to be vulnerable and talk about certain things and also ask for help because you were the oldest. So you weren't able to ask for help because your siblings beneath you, and they probably wasn't capable of helping you, and then probably your mom, she probably was working, your dad probably was
Mhm.
working, so you probably wasn't able to have that safe space to even ask for certain things that you needed, so that's why you probably built it up, that that wall. Yeah, so I can agree with that, because even though that I'm the only girl, I'm the youngest.
Okay.
But because I'm the only girl, my mom looked at me as I have to be the strongest girl, because they raised her to be that way, right? And she put that on to me, mentally, not knowing that that could probably hinder me or make me, be, or have type of issues growing up. So I working through all of that is hard, and also what um identifying that in yourself, because it takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of work to be able to identify exactly, not saying it's what's wrong with you, but certain things that you do and certain patterns and habits that you have developed that you feel like you have to change.
Definitely. And I teach
Right.
that in therapy, right? We talk about childhood and childhood trauma, childhood wounds, and working through those traumas, right? And becoming a better version of yourself. And I think just that's the narrative for the oldest. I have yet to meet someone that's the oldest that
Mhm.
didn't have that narrative placed on them, where you're the oldest, you
Yeah.
set the tone, you're the strong one. And that goes back to these things that's just put on us randomly, and we just have to take
Yeah.
them, and we just have to endure them, and we work through them, and we get through them, and it's just a lot being the oldest. um but I made it through. Like, I made it through now, and I have those
Yeah.
boundaries, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, setting boundaries is the best thing you can do. I feel like people think that boundaries are just so just so you can tell that person, but also boundaries are also for yourself as well.
Yes, boundaries protect you.
Yes.
They protect not only you but the
Mm.
other person.
Yes. 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 Okay. So how did you become a mother? How did becoming a mother shift your relationship with your own child? With your inner child, I'm sorry, not your own child, your inner child.
Okay. Motherhood exposed all the places where my inner child still needed softness, right? I am a mom to a 7-year-old boy. So raising my son made me
Okay.
realize how much compassion I had been denying my younger self. It taught me to slow
Mm.
down, nurture myself, protect my own peace the way I naturally protect his. And,
Mhm.
you know, I know being a mom, we always say, I gotta do better. I gotta do differently. And my
Mhm.
son has helped me grow in so many different ways. And I love being a
Mhm.
mom. I could talk about being a mom all day because it's the highlight of
That's
my
good.
life, and it's something that I protect. I
Yeah.
protect that side of my life, that side of my world.
Right.
Um like it's his, right? And I really
Yeah.
enjoy being a mom because it opened up wombs. In order for me to be a better mom to him, I have to be a better woman to myself.
Woman. Right.
I
Right.
cannot
Right.
show up for him if
Yeah.
I can't show up for myself. I can't pull from an empty cup. So if I'm not making sure I take care of me, I can't take care of him. So it's a lot of reflection. Your
Right.
child could feel when you're sad, when you're mad, when you're depressed. And
Yes.
that's just something that I refuse to allow my child to see. But it's hard, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
being
Yeah.
a mom doesn't come with a rule book. I can't say, hey, read this book and you're going to be the best mom in the world. Your child is going to go through things. You're going to go through things, and you're also going to learn. Each child is different. You could be a
Yeah.
mom of 6,
Yeah.
7, 1, or 2. Each child have different personalities. Each child have a different way of life. And as a parent, you have to support them, but also making sure that you support yourself. I can't run from my
Yes.
problems with my son. I got to sit there and I got to deal with them. I got to address it. So you have to work through that. I
Yeah.
can't
You
run from
got
him.
to.
He was like, Mom, where you going? So I have to be like,
Right.
have to stand and be present in that moment, and make the best decision for me and him.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now, I'm not I don't have a child, but I have a dog child, and I have noticed in him, like, if I'm upset, he knows when I'm upset. Like, sometimes when I'm feeling sad, he knows. So that energy, they still feel that, even though he's not a human child, but he is my baby. So certain things when it comes to a baby, my dog, I understand that. But I'm not a actual, I don't have a baby. So, but I can agree. So I understand that. Um, And are you married
I
or you're
I
not
am
married?
actually divorced.
Well, I'm not gonna say. Is it? Can I say I'm sorry, or can
No,
I?
no,
Okay.
miss me with that. It's nothing to be. It's nothing to be sorry about.
No, I mean, I don't want to be
No.
divorced, but I know it probably was a relief. So, you mean congratulations, and I'm sorry at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. um, when when did healing look like? What did healing look like inside your marriage while you were healing individually? Did it look different when you were inside your marriage, and then now that you're out of your marriage?
Yes.
This is a good
Yes.
question, y'all. I need to
Yes.
know
This
this.
probably gonna be like yes. It looked messy, honestly.
It looked inside your marriage or outside?
So inside my marriage, healing took a lot of growth for me. It took a lot of me
Okay.
picking myself, and choosing my peace. And I
Okay.
had to learn how to communicate to myself like this isn't healthy. This is not how you want to be treated. This is not how you want to be loved, and choosing myself and looking
Yeah.
back and reflecting like you outgrew this. This is not what you want anymore. And healing and saying building up the courage to leave. It's never easy to
Mm,
leave a marriage. No one wants to start over. No one gets married
yeah.
to get a divorce. And you have
Yeah.
to look in the mirror and say, this isn't working. And that's okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would, in therapy, like, I'm gonna do this. And you like, am I making the right choice? And asking yourself, like,
Yeah.
can we
That self
yes,
doubt.
that self-doubt, can we work through this? Is it something that we can work through? Is it
Yeah.
something that we can't work through? And you have to remember
Right.
your non-negotiables, and you have to remember
Yes.
who you are, and you have to pick your peace. And I had to pick my peace and protect my peace. And I had to leave that situation. And I literally, my divorce got finalized October the 25th of this year. So
Oh,
thank
congratulations.
you. And it's just like now that I'm healing outside of that relationship.
Hmm.
Um, I realized like I outgrew some patterns, and
Okay.
I have to rebuild my self-confidence, be more transparent about my boundaries and emotional safety. And
Hmm.
I'm proud of myself. I'm extremely proud of myself because I had chose me, and I had did the right
Yeah.
thing, and I had stayed true to my
Hmm.
boundaries and what I believe love should look like and how I want to
Hmm.
be loved. And I know so many women are staying in a relationship that's no longer serving them. And
Mm.
I empower you to choose yourself and don't spend another
Yes.
day being unhappy,
Yeah.
because happy wherever you are, the grass is going to be greener. You're going to water your seeds, and that's what matters. Don't be scared. Change is always scary. Change is always different, and it's inevitable. If you're not happy, you have to get happiness, and you have to protect your peace and protect your space. And I am excited for this new journey of being single. And it's just like, but first, before I can worry about being single, we gotta heal first. We
Right.
got to heal
Yeah. That's
first.
right.
So I
Yes.
am
Yes.
focusing right now on just healing and just
Yeah.
watering myself and rebuilding my self-esteem, rebuilding my confidence, rebuilding, the woman that I want to become, and what does that look like for her and the space that I'm in now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the same journey. I wasn't married, but I definitely was in situationships that I stayed in that no longer serve me. Also taking accountability for certain situations that I have been in because I did ignore red flags
Mm,
and didn't choose myself. Um, so I'm on my healing journey. I have a series called What I Thought Love Was.
okay.
And I'm expressing what I thought it looked like, and it still looks like that. It's just the fact that I wasn't getting what I thought it was from them people, right? That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It's just that I was asking the wrong person, and I'm healing through that, identifying certain things that I have put up with. And now, back to you saying your non-negotiables, right? Putting that boundary in there, in place, right? But I want to talk about non-negotiables. Now, I know a lot of people have non-negotiables, right? But what is a really good non-negotiable? I feel like non-negotiables are um standards that don't make you, if it doesn't make you feel good or make you feel like it's coming from God, then that is a non-negotiable. But like other people have like crazy non-negotiables, right?
Okay, give me an example.
So I feel like some people have stupid, I won't say stupid, but it's just not for me.
Okay.
So a non-negotiable is probably like, oh, I don't want nobody who, I feel like, what, let me think on it. Hold on,
Okay.
wait. Because I had one in my head, but I'm like. So I feel like a non-negotiable that people think that's kind of stupid to me is they have to make a certain amount of money in order for you to date them.
Okay.
I don't feel like that's a non-negotiable. I feel like that's a
That's
standard,
definitely
not
that's definitely
a
a
non-negotiable.
standard. A non-negotiable for me is disrespect. I just don't deal
Yes,
with that.
yes,
Abuse. I'm just not dealing with that, right?
yes,
These are non-negotiables, right? Versus
yes,
a standard, oh, or a type. He got to be tall. He got to be this.
yes,
Those are types. Versus
yes. Those are, yes,
versus a standard. Like the standard is he have to have a car, right? That's that's your standard. However,
yes.
you can't. I want to go back to when you said don't ignore the red flags.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stress that enough. Do not ignore the red flags.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep ignoring them, just write it in the notes in his contact of all
Yeah.
the red flags you ignored. You don't need to ignore anymore. Do not ignore the reason why you
Mm-hmm.
ignore the red flag. Be the reason why you leave at the end. Save yourself the
Mm-hmm.
time and the trouble.
I also feel like red flags are um it's a red flag is God saying like, hey, it's a warning. Say, hey, we needed to discuss this. So if we decide to move forward with each other, we'll have a better understanding how to deal with each other. Sometimes, because it depends on what that red flag is,
Definitely, it definitely
right?
depends on the red flag.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. So when did you first start choosing yourself, even when others wasn't trying to choose you at all?
I started choosing myself the moment I realized peace was no longer an option. Like it wasn't. It wasn't. I'm choosing my peace. It wasn't optional. That looked like me saying no, slowing down,
Yes.
taking time for
Yes.
myself, and honoring what I felt,
Yes.
even if it made others uncomfortable.
People-
It was the first
Right.
time I let my well-being lead instead of guilt or obligation. I always felt like,
Yeah.
you have to do this, you have to help people, and
Yeah.
no, I don't have to do
No, right,
anything.
right. Right.
And no is a complete sentence. No.
Yes.
I,
Not no, I can't do this and
I
no.
don't owe an and, a but,
Right.
or if. I don't have to overly
That's right.
explain myself. I don't have to say a
Yes.
sentence after no. No is a complete sentence. And it's my boundary. It's me choosing myself because I was like that where I've always put everyone else's needs before my own.
For mine. Yeah.
It leads
Mm-hmm.
to burnt out, being
Yes.
overwhelmed, overworked, your nervous system
Yes.
all up and down. You unhappy, you
Mm-hmm.
crying 1 minute. It's no, I can't do that. I have to choose
No.
myself.
No.
No, 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 no. So I had to choose myself and put myself as the priority.
No. Yes. I'm very listen. Okay, I'm there with you. I'm a former recovering people pleaser, okay? And then sometimes I still have to notice in myself I'm overgiving a little bit. Hold on, wait, I gotta push back. Oh, that people pleaser trying to come back out. It's trying to resurface. Hold on, wait. You beyond this now. You grew out of this. We can't go back,
Yes.
right? So it's noticing when it's trying to resurface to see, and people will try you. When you tell people no, they like, oh, it's like taking a piece of candy from someone that you've been giving candy for years, right? So people will try you, and they don't like the word
They
no.
don't.
But it doesn't matter what they like. It what matters what makes you feel good and how you show up for yourself. And I know a lot of people feel like it's very uncomfortable to pull back and put yourself first. And yes, it is uncomfortable once you start doing it. But I guarantee you, when you start saying no, babes,
Not just that,
you're gonna feel way. You
people
gotta go ahead.
people benefit from you not saying no. No one like
Yes.
when you start putting yourself first, because now they're no longer a priority. Now you're no longer
Exactly.
overextending yourself for them. So now they have to find a new people pleaser to hold on
Yep.
to please their
Yep.
needs. And
Yep. Oh, you just mentioned codependence.
exactly. So it's just like, you when you say no and they're mad, that's a reflection of how they felt about you. Like, I only talk to you because of the things you could do for me. The beneficial,
Exactly.
it's not a beneficial relationship. It's no reciprocation. It's just you constantly pleasing someone. And you have to change that. You have to change that, because
Yeah.
no one is going to care more about your mental health than you. No one is going to
Yes.
prioritize you more than yourself. You think I care that you
Yes.
worked at 7 o'clock and I'm asking you to take me somewhere? I'm asking you to do something for me. I don't care about that. It's about what I want and not what I need. And your lack of boundaries,
Mm.
I'm going to keep pushing because you don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why boundaries are put in place
Mm-hmm.
to protect you.
Yes. 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 Guys, listen, okay? Listen. We spending some gems
Hello.
here. If you don't know, you know, okay?
Yes.
So, if you had to teach a woman one systematic tool to change her life, what would it be and why?
I'll use my favorite, deep breathing and grounding. That's
Deep
like my
breathing.
favorite. Your hands on your chest and your stomach,
Mm-hmm.
and you slowly inhale and exhale. And it immediately brings
Yeah,
your nervous system out of survival mode and back into the
it
body.
does.
So many women are stuck in high alert without realizing it. And breathing is simple, it's accessible, and it's
Yeah,
life changing. If I feel
yeah.
myself getting, past a certain amount, it's like, I'm going to take some nice deep breath. I'm going to regulate my emotions. I'm going to come back to self,
Mhm.
come back to me. So
Yeah.
that's one tool that, definitely take that.
One tool that I would use, I just started, well, not just started, but as I started doing my healing journey, I have been doing deep breathing. I like to play relaxing like spa uh sound or from like YouTube or anything, and I let that play, and then I do like my breath, especially when I'm like if I feel like my nervous system is start to if I'm in a moment and I need some peace, I'm doing it, right? But I also um well, a tool that I would use is journaling. Journaling helps me get out every single thing in my brain that's not supposed to be there.
So I do, journaling is definitely a tool, but some people don't like to journal. And I like
That's
to give
true.
options if you don't journal, right? Which is
Yes.
recording yourself on a video and saving it, doing
I do that
doing a
too.
voice audio, right? Um,
Mhm.
finding different coping skills, and honestly,
Yes.
Pilates. That's another reason why I am promoting
Mhm.
Pilates, and I
Pilates.
am becoming an instructor, because when you work out, you get that endorphin of the chemical
Mhm.
imbalance out of your brain, and you feel better
Right.
about yourself. You look good, you feel good. And that's a two. I
Yep.
love hot Pilates. I love hot mat Pilates. I go
Mhm. I
four
never did
times a
hot
week
mat Pilates. Oh, that's
and I
good.
am in love with it. It's like 100 and some degrees
Good.
in a room, but and it's slow. It's
Yeah.
slow movement and intense.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't have to go hard. It's just like it's slow,
Yeah.
and you're focusing on breathing and working out at the same time. And I feel like that helps regulate your nervous system.
Mhm. Is it the same thing as like hot yoga?
Yes, but more intense.
Okay, okay, because I'm in the hot yoga and I do work out in the gym, so I understand. Yeah, so yeah, I like that. I gotta try. You said hot Pilates? Never
Yes,
heard of it.
yes,
Never heard of hot Pilates. Okay, something I gotta try. Make sure you guys. We're gonna have some descriptions and have the class in the description on where you can find hot Pilates,
yes.
guys.
I'll be hosting a series of classes this summer. So yes,
Okay,
join the class. Come see me.
tune in.
Yes.
Yep, I will. I will. I will. Okay. How do you help clients who feel like they're slowing down, feels unsafe or unproductive?
I teach them that pacing themselves is not failure.
Mhm.
It's regulation. Many women grew up in environments where rest meant danger or judgment. right? Gotta be strong. So when we start, 30 minutes or even 30-second check-ins, gentle grounding,
Yes.
learning to trust stillness again, slowing down, becomes a safety cue and not a threat. So if you're
Mhm.
feeling those, unsafe or unregulated, it's best to start checking in with yourself. And
Yeah.
I was just teaching this, which was how to address your emotions. And the first thing to
Mhm.
do is to name your emotions. How am I feeling?
Yes. Feeling right,
Validate your
right.
emotions. I feel
Yeah.
this way because,
'Cause
or
mhm.
it makes sense that I feel this way because I am going through
Yes.
X, Y, and Z. Right? We're going to normalize
Right.
that because you're human. We're all going to feel those emotions.
Yes.
3, every emotion is asking for something. What do this emotion
Yes.
need from me? If it's if
Yes.
it's sadness, what do I need? I need comfort. I need rest. If I'm angry,
Right.
I need boundaries. I need this, right? If I'm feeling anxious, what do I need? I need clarity. I need understanding. So asking yourself,
Yeah.
what do your body need? What do that emotion need? And then 4,
Mhm.
giving it to yourself.
Right.
Okay, my body need rest.
Right.
I'm canceling my everything for the evening, and I'm going to actually
Mhm.
intentionally rest. I'm angry.
Yeah.
I need to know what am I angry from and how can I address this anger? Because as when you
Mhm.
ignore your emotions, it just get louder and louder and louder until you're faced with
Yes.
that challenge and it's just like I should have did something about it.
Right. So we're naming how we felt, why we felt it, and then we're actually putting in the steps to do something about how we're feeling.
Yes. And you want to validate
Yes.
yourself. I'm sad.
Yes.
Why am I sad? It is okay for me to feel sad because I am going through a lot right now. It is okay for me
Yes.
to cry because I am feeling sad. Why am I feeling sad? I'm feeling sad because this just
Right.
occurred. This just happened. Why
Yeah.
am I frustrated? Because this just happened. And that is normal. The goal isn't to
Yes.
get
I
rid of
feel
your feelings, it's to learn how to deal
yes.
with them and work
Mm.
through them and handle them. No, I don't want you, we're all
Yes.
going to feel some type of emotion randomly.
Mhm.
It's just how you address
Mhm.
it and how you work through it.
Yeah, and how you respond to it moving forward.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Um, okay. Did you ever experience pushback from your family as you started healing? Baby, this one for me, baby.
Yes. Absolutely, absolutely. When you start breaking generational patterns, right,
Yes.
of everyone just unhealed and just, the
Yeah.
people who are used to the old version of you get uncomfortable. Some questioned my
Yes.
boundaries, some expected me to continue to overgive, but healing taught me that love doesn't mean self-abandonment. The right people will
Mhm.
adjust and move out the way. You gonna adjust or you gonna move out
Yes.
the way. Um,
That's
but I
right.
did have one person that was very understanding,
That's
and
good.
that was my
Good.
mom.
That's
And she
good.
was very,
That's
very
good.
understanding, and she always accepted me for who I am and what I bring to the table,
Mhm.
and empowered me to expand my boundaries. Okay, you got it now in your work life. Now you need to have it in your personal life. Now you need to
Personal
have it in this life,
li-
right? You can't just do it here at work and not do it
listen.
at home. You can't do it at home, but then you going to work and letting this person overstep your boundaries, right? I need you to do it all across the board because now you're
Come
still
on
you're
now.
still not aligned. You're not in
Balance.
line. You're just
Right.
all over the place. So
Right.
I definitely feel like they gave me pushback, but now to this day, I don't have that pushback because now it's either you adjust or you get out the way. I love you. Oh, I
That's
love you
right.
so
Yep.
much. I love you,
That's right.
but I can't deal with you on that level because you
Yes.
don't understand that I'm here now and I'm not there,
Mhm. Yes.
and that's
I
okay.
like that you said that. I like that how you also reiterated work as well because we try to have boundaries and start our healing process, outside. But then when you go into that office, you go into work and you letting them people do the exact same thing that you trying to heal from outside of work. So I love the fact that you even brought that into because that's also you. Yes.
I am going through a whole transformational season, right? In
Yes.
September,
Me too,
I was
girl.
I was let go of my job, and I was okay with it.
Mhm.
Actually, I was more excited than
Mhm.
anything because it opened up the door for me to finally go into my business full time. But it's also like, I'm okay with y'all letting
Yes.
me go because I was exhausted. I was
Yes.
tired. I overextended myself the whole time I was there, and I was always short staffed, and I was always just
Mhm.
overextending, working on the holidays, working on the weekends,
Girl.
working to this time. And I was just like, yo, this isn't this is
Yes.
draining me. Why is my work is spilling to my personal, spilling, it's just all over the
Yeah.
place. And I was actually more excited than anything. And I'm still living in that grace right now. I'm still
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, girl. So I didn't get fired. I quit.
Mm,
I quit, and I didn't even care what was coming because I I was in the same situation you was in, burnt out,
yes.
no
Hmm.
recognition,
Oh no.
girl, a lot. So I was excited too. And then, so my cousin had told me, she was like, when you ain't had no job, you was so happy. I said, because I'm pouring into myself. I'm going to the gym every day. I'm doing my podcast. I wrote my book on healing generational trauma, empowering
Yes.
the Black community. Check it out, guys. It's on Amazon.
Yes.
I started so many things when it came to my healing journey because it helped me pour into myself. When I chose that first step of walking away, and back in the day, people say, oh, don't walk away from something if you don't have a backup plan,
Mm. Yes,
right?
they definitely say that.
Right. So I had a backup plan. It's just that it's not looking the way that God has it for me. We always want to we have a plan, right? But if that plan ain't what God said, then it's not going to work out. So I had to adjust the fact that I had a plan for myself and God had a plan for me too. And it looks differently, and I have to jump on and be okay with that path. And I'm listen, I'm here
And
and I love
when you
it.
said something about God, that I would have never quit. So I feel like God forced me out because
For
I because
exactly.
because
For
I wanted to leave a long time ago.
time ago. Yep.
But I was, it was that self doubt rising back up
Yep.
where it's like, what if it don't work out? What if I leave? What if this happens? So it was just like, God was like, you know what?
Yep.
I gotta force you out. I gotta force you to do this. I gotta
Yep.
force you to change,
Yep.
and you gonna be okay. I promise you. And I had to
Yep.
like believe in that because honestly, I've been was ready to go. I've been. It was over an
Mhm.
hour from my house. It was just so many cons, not enough
Yeah.
pros. I'm doing work and I'm not getting credit for it. It was just so much, and I was constantly in prayer. I was constantly in prayer
Mhm.
about what I should do, what I should do. And I said, you know what? I trust whatever you
Excuse me.
decide. So when I came in, they did it. I said, I know it was you because I was not going to ever leave because that's just the
Right.
type of person.
Sometimes you need that
Yes.
push. Yeah, sometimes you need that push because he's helping to better you. He's not going to put you in no situation that's going to drain you, make you feel uneasy. He loves you and he wants you to be better. He wants you to love yourself and pour into yourself. So anything that's chaotic or toxic, he's not going to put you in a situation like that. Why? Why? You're his child. He loves you, right? And I feel like once people get that courage and confidence to actually listen to what God is trying to tell you, then you can make your next steps.
Yes.
But it is hard. But you got, you just have to trust. You have to trust and let him lead the way. And this my journey, and it sound like we on the same type of path, and I feel that's amazing, right? That's so amazing. But look, it brought us here today,
Yes.
and the journey is wonderful. Okay. So, what look about us talking about God? What message did God or the universe show you during your transition out of survival? I think you just answered that for me. You said leaving, right?
Well,
Or was it
I got
something
something
else?
else. You are not to live. You are
Okay.
not meant to live exhausted.
Yes.
God kept pulling me
Period.
towards
What
stillness.
did it say?
Yes, God kept pulling me towards stillness, towards trusting Him more than I trusted my fear. I began
Mm-hmm.
receiving, confirmation through peace, signs, and moments of clarity. What He told me, this is your season to rebuild yourself. This is your season to be
Mm-hmm.
alone. This is your season to rebuild, and you have to you have to trust the signs and trust that He will. He didn't give me this far just to give me this far. And sometimes
Yes.
we have to go through lessons in order to get to our
Mhm.
biggest blessing. And I look
Yeah.
at everything that I've been through this year, and I don't look at them as failures. I look at them as
Right.
lessons that
Yes.
that are going to help me become a better woman, a better wife, a better mother, a better professional.
Mhm.
And nothing is ever a loss to me because it's always
Right.
replaced with something bigger and better from God.
Yeah. Great. I agree. I feel like God was protecting me from myself because I didn't know what I wanted. He knew what I wanted. So he was protecting me from myself. He didn't want me to hurt me. So he removed me from all those situations that I wasn't supposed to be in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, girl, what clock? Okay, so what is something you're still learning to give yourself permission to feel?
Joy without guilt. As as
Yes,
sometimes we downplay our happiness or wait
we
for the next
do.
crisis. I'm learning to
Yep,
fully receive joy, softness, and good things without apologizing for them, right?
yep,
Like, I deserve to be
yeah,
happy right now. Like, why should you be sad?
yes.
Why, what, for what? Like,
Right.
you
For
live a
what?
really, and I had to like start telling myself, you live a really nice life, Tanisha.
Right,
You
right.
are living in your prayers. The things that you wanted, you currently have. I am the first person in my family to go to college. And get, 2 degrees.
Amazing.
I'm the first person in my family to get a house. It's just like you're really
Yes,
living
girl.
in your prayer. And what you
Mm-hmm.
got, what are you sad about?
What you why? What you mad
Like
for?
you have no reason to be mad, upset. You've been to
Yeah,
therapy, you worked through your trauma. You good, girl. Like you are living in that prayer. And
yeah,
sometimes we don't think
yeah.
that we're living in that prayer because we haven't got our head up to look at all of our
Right.
blessings. We still got our
All
head
of it.
down. We still like we gotta
Yeah.
grind, we gotta grind. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stop to the ground for a second and let's look up and let's
Yeah.
marinate in the success that we're already in. Let's look at the fruits of our labor that we've already worked for. Let's be
Ready.
grateful and
Yes.
appreciative of what we have now because these are the same things that we was asking for years ago and they're finally here, but we're not appreciative because we're not noticing them.
Yes. So one of the things that I started doing was writing down every single thing that I wanted and then checking them off as I accomplished them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't give ourselves enough grace to celebrate our own wins. We just be in the
In survival
I
mode,
gotta go. I gotta.
going. Yeah.
Right, right. Let take me out of survival mode, babes. I don't want to be there. Who put me in
Don't
here?
take me
Like,
through
I
that.
get me
Don't take me through that.
right. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. Don't take me through
Yeah.
there. So yeah, celebrate, guys. Do not forget to celebrate yourself. A small win is a big win in your eyes. Okay, celebrate yourself.
I celebrate any and everything now. I just completed my training this weekend.
Yes.
And yesterday, where was I at? Eddie V celebrating. You still got 3 more trainings
See,
to go. But look, I did the first one. We
you
got to
did
celebrate,
exactly
right? So make a
right.
big deal for you. Everything you do,
Yes.
make it a big
It
deal
was it's a
for
big
you.
deal.
You check something off your box,
Yes.
it's a big deal because you did it, you put it
Yes.
down, you wrote it, it's something that you wanted and you got it. So let's make a big deal out of
That's
it. If
right.
that's, getting you a
Yep.
cupcake and putting a candle on it, girl, I did it. Whatever you need to do to feel accomplished, do
Feel
it.
yes. That's right. That's right. Okay, so what is one message you hope that every Black woman hears from this episode?
You do not have to choose between being strong and being cared for. You are allowed to rest, to feel, to be
Mhm.
supported, and to prioritize yourself without explaining.
Yes.
Your healing is your birthright, and your softness is not a weakness, it's a rebirth.
That's right.
And I hope that every woman that's listening to this, that they understand that a failed relationship or losing your job that does not define you or validate who you are
It
as a
doesn't.
woman, an amazing, beautiful woman, and that the only person that can validate you is yourself and God.
That's right.
Keep who you. It's okay. Wherever you at right now, it's okay. You will get through this. You shall get through this.
Mhm.
Just stay focused. Protect your peace by
Yes.
all costs.
Yes.
And it's always hard choosing yourself and doing the right thing. So it will be uncomfortable. It will be
Yes.
uncomfortable. But on the
Yes.
other side, you will
Yes.
be so happy and so grateful that
Yes.
you chose yourself. So choose you, sis. Choose yourself.
Yes. Yes. I love it. Yes. She stole everything I wanted to say out, guys. Like, oh my God, I don't even have nothing else to say. Yes, this was an amazing conversation. Guys, I hope that you take this episode and you share it amongst your friends. That anyone who needs self-motivation, please check out this episode. Check out my platform, check out her platform. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, everybody. Tenisha, it was such an honor to have you here to give your wonderful expertise and advice and empowerment to all these Black this Black community. The conversation was amazing.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me. Yes, please follow me on all platforms. My Instagram is The Life of Tenisha, and Safe Space Behavioral Health on Instagram. And I hope I come back. I hope I can see you
Yes,
next
I
year,
would love
right?
to have you back.
And
Yes,
and you see
right.
where I'm at from there, right? And I see, yeah, I would love it. I would
Yes.
love to
Do
come
a
back.
recap.
Yes, and see, because
Yes.
we always evolve and we always growing. So I might be somewhere totally
Growing.
different next year, and I would love to
Girl, I know
share.
I
Yes, and I would love to
am.
share.
Right. Yes. Thank you so much for being a part of this experience. I hope that it was wonderful for you as much as it was for me. And guys, thank you for tuning into the Black Impact Podcast. I am Tiffany, your host, and we're going to see you on the next episode, guys. Stay tuned. All right.